Well, so, me and Nick, we met some months ago. Because I moved to Wales, 5.5 years ago. And then I discovered there's a Canadian living just down the street who happens to be a songwriter. And so
You said I better get my gun.
Yeah, I got to stop this right here. But look, turns out I quite like the man. And so she ended up playing music together instead of killing him, or him killing me, because as we all
Good
know.
love stories start.
Yeah, that's right. We all know that, because Canadians are quiet spoken, but of course far tougher than any American. Well, so we're just going to trade off songs. I think I'm going to start, because y'all sitting there so politely. And my concern is that you need circulation and you need to stay active. This is a little song. I immigrated here from Kansas. How many of y'all been to the state of Kansas? You're kidding. You been to Kansas, sir?
Nice.
You just destroyed my national average here, right? Generally a 0. You been to Kansas? What took you to Kansas?
Brother.
Your brother took you to, he didn't like you at all. I'm taking you to Kansas. So having come here, I'm going to try and sing a little song to promote and try and persuade you all to come to Kansas. Just one time. Come on. You're looking skeptical. You know, we've got a lot of things here. And I'm going to sing a song about one of our rare tourist destinations, which is Dodge City, Kansas. The birthplace of Wyatt Earp. That's the correct reaction. You're like, who the hell is Wyatt Earp? Right? But anyway, he was born there. And you know, they got one of them fake Western villages, you know, where they do the shootout, the OK Corral, and then they have some poor teenage boy trying to look like he knows how to make horseshoes and burning himself on the blacksmith's floors. You know them scenes? I'm sure you got the equivalent here. It's one of them places. So this is a little song about Dodge City, Kansas. Now the audience participation part, if you will, it's very simple. All you gotta do, every time I say Dodge City, y'all say, what have we got? That's like, what have we got? But if you just meet me halfway here, okay? So I go, Dodge City, what have we got? That's good. But a little more enthusiasm. Dodge City, what have we got? Dodge City, what have we got? Dodge City, what have we got? Every time, Dodge City, what have we got? Except for one time. All right? And I'll tell you right now, y'all gonna screw it up. But it's okay, because there's like 17 verses in the song, so we're gonna get a lot of practice. You guys ready? Man, you're looking skeptical. This is a face you can trust. You don't look like it. We got wind turbines, grain elevators, roads so straight couldn't draw 'em no straight. Got wells so dry couldn't drink 'em no dry. Got a four-wheel drive, no trail on the tire in Dodge City. What we got? Dodge City. What we got? We got cowboys shooting blanks. Got the name of the town on the water tank. Cause we got God to thank for Dodge City. What we got? Dodge City. What we got? Dodge City. Believe it or not. You see, I told you it's that's the one you don't do it. Dodge City, believe it or not, we got a scenic view of a feedlot. We got a Best Western, got a Holiday Inn, got a county jail you can stay in, got a Flying J convenience store, got a Dollar General, of course some more in Dodge City. What we got? Dodge City. What we got? We got cowboys shooting blanks, got the name of the town on the water tank, and of course we got God to thank. But Dodge City. What we got? Dodge City. What we got? Dodge City, believe it or not, we got a scenic view of a free lot. You nailed it! Take it there. We're rolling with a mandolin solo. We got Boot Hill, we got Wyatt Earp, we got a missing button on a western shirt, got a whole lot of cattle and a whole lot of corn. Little known fact, Dennis Hopper was born in Dodge City. What do we got? Dodge City. What do we got? We got cowboys shooting blanks. Got the name of the town on the water tank. And because we got God to thank. But Dodge City. What do we got? Dodge City. What do we got? Dodge City. Believe it or not, we got a scenic view of a feedlot. You guys just nailed this. Most people find this quite a lot harder. You guys must do this a lot, this kind of thing. All right. Since it's so good, I will not sing all 17 verses. Thank you. Maybe I will, just to spite you. All right, just one more though. 86, take you all the way to Moscow, Kansas, that is. Go too far to get to Oklahoma, better turn around there. Come on home, Big Dodge City.
What do we got?
Big Dodge City.
What do we got?
We got cowboys shooting blanks. Got the name of the town on the water tank. Got air that smells rank. And the coast got gods of things. But Dodge City.
What do we got?
Dodge City.
What do we got?
Dodge City. Believe it or not, we got a scenic view of a feedlot. Now it's over to Nick. You guys, boy, the second set we've got a lot of visuals, we got like laser displays and everything, but this is the down home, sort of no frill shit.
So I'm Nick. I'm from Canada, me and Mike have started this thing where we just kind of trade back and forth songs we've written. Yeah, it's worked out so far, pretty good. We have a new album we just released. It's got 8 songs, kind of in a similar vein of just like back and forth. This song's one of the songs off the album. This song's called Going Away Now.
Manley, we just play songs for ourselves. But I'm actually gonna play a cover. And the only covers to do are by people even more obscure than we are. Let me tell you, they're hard to find. But this song, I just want to play you this song. It's one of my favorite songs ever. Next to Lewis Collins, that was sung earlier. I want to play a little song written by a friend of mine called Steve Cheslinick. And back in the 90s, he was in this duo called Y'all. And y'all know the Everly Brothers over here, don't you? You know that the Everly Brothers just ripped off the Louvin Brothers. Do you know who they are? Louvin Brothers were the guys that did two guys singing two-part beautiful harmony. And but they sang gospel music. And the Everly Brothers pretty much took that and then made pop songs. So people like them. Because the Louvin Brothers, they only sing about death and hell. so it's got very limited market, you know. People in Louisiana, we just love that stuff. You know, oh, more songs about death and hell, please. But it doesn't go over everywhere, and the Everly Brothers were smart enough to know that. And I mention this because y'all, the folks that wrote this song, were kind of like the Louvin Brothers, the two fellas that sung beautiful two-part harmony. But they sang all original songs, and they wrote these songs about, one of them grew up in rural Indiana, just an Indiana farm boy. And his partner was a Texas farm boy. And they just write these beautiful songs about their family, but they were kind of hilarious with it as well. You got to picture, like, they used to play like redneck bars and everything. And there was two fellas, and one fella wore a dress, but he was like 6'4" and bald and built, so nobody messed with him. You're like, you know, I remember seeing these redneck guys walk in with their big belt buckles, and they looked at, that's a dude in a dress, I'm gonna whoop his ass. And then look him over again and go, honey, why don't we just sit here and have a drink? Be real quiet for a minute. Everybody deserves, you know, do whatever they want. He was kind of quietly intimidating. And then his partner, Steve, who wrote this song, was like every church-going mother's favorite child. He just had a nice little, neat little suit. Anyway, as far as I know, back in the 90s, they were one of only two that I know of straight-ahead country bands that were outwardly gay, basically. And they wrote all these songs about beautiful things that were brutally honest. And this is a song that Steve wrote about his grandfather growing up as a rural Indiana farm boy. Was that long enough intro for you? Okay, good. I hate to leave you short. I don't know much about my father's father. She died when I was only 3. I don't know, who knows, ain't no more about him than the man who's not in my family tree. My grandmother said he was an honest man who never looked at another woman. But I know that's because he only had eyes for the man who's not in my family tree. I don't know much about my father's father. She died when I was only 3. I don't know, who knows, ain't no more about him than the man who's not in my family tree. He was always leaving his family, he was always moving away. But my grandma, she'd find him eventually. And when she'd find him shacking up with a man who's not in my family tree. I don't know much about my father's father. She died when I was only 3. I don't know, who knows, ain't no more about him than the man who's not in my family tree. And sometimes I wonder if you were living today, what he would have to say to me. 'Cause I don't know, who knows, ain't more about it than the man who's not in my family tree. I don't know, who knows, ain't more about it than the man who's not in my family tree.
We play a song called Espanola. It's a town in rural Ontario in Canada that I used to drive through a lot. I never stayed in Espanola, but it has a nice name. The town itself is kind of, it's not great. But the name stuck, so there you go.
chase that sunset we've been following all day. We pulled ahead, but the rest weren't far behind. When it was over, we arrived at the same time. In the howling wind on the shores of Georgian Bay. Oh, let's go away to Espanola today, before the leaves are gone and the colors fade to gray. Ooh, winter is drawing near, and we may soon disappear, but Espanola is where my heart shall lay.
So this is a little song about Pacelli. It's actually about, anybody know Pacelli? Yeah. You ever been to the butcher there? It's got a good butcher. Who's been to the, you been to the, okay, so this is a song about the Pacelli butcher. Actually, that dude, you've seen him, right? He's a little tough, he's young, he's fit, not to be messed with. So I want you to hold that so when I sing this song, you know how brave it is. Okay. So this song came about down in Wales. I help people make records and stuff. I make records for people, and so I kind of do when I'm not on the road. And I work with a lot of Welsh country artists that sing in Welsh. And we play, you know, my kids are all country musicians, so we're like the house band for all these Welsh. So now if you buy Welsh country bands, it's really just Miss Katie, son on the drums, probably my daughter occasionally. So it's so we back up all these Welsh artists and their music. And this song was a story from this lady, a good country singer called Emma Marie. And she told me, you know, when you make a record with someone, it's pretty an intense thing. It's their music, it's pretty involved. It's a bit like being a hairdresser. Anybody here a hairdresser? No? Well, you don't know. Anybody go to a hairdresser? Yeah? You tell them everything, don't you? I mean, when you're with a hairdresser, you go, I'm sorry. You know, what is that? Hairdressers you can trust. Sound engineers are very similar, so they tell me everything. And so this song is everything about the Pacelli butcher told by his wife to me, all right? So it's kind of intimate detail. But I want you to know, the first person who ever heard the song was the Pacelli butcher's wife. So I played it to her, and she recorded it on her phone, and she took it back to her husband, you know, the guy with the knives. And then she came back, she said he liked it. So I want you to know this is a completely authorized version of the Pacelli butcher song, all right? So you can listen to it without embarrassment or shame, all right? Is that the key? Well, you couldn't have done better, now could you? The Marin, the Vacheli town butcher. There's always meat on the table, and you know you'll be able to pay bills. What's better than that? And you know you will be well looked after, and there will be good times and laughter. And yes, you'll fight like hell, but who doesn't? Well, you tell me that. You tell me that. Oh, you couldn't have done better, now could you? The Marin, the Vacheli town butcher. There's always meat on the table, and you'll always be able to pay bills. What's better than that? And he gave you 2 beautiful daughters. And if you don't thank God, well, you are. 'Cause things could be worse, though good fortune's a curse. I know that. I know that. Oh, you couldn't have done better, now could you? The man of a Vacheli town butcher. There's always meat on the table, and you'll always be able to pay bills. What's better than that? Take it away. You married another, even the Vacheli butcher's brother, 'cause at least he can sing, and that would be something. Just that, just that. But there's no getting out of it now. In the town you grew up in, that's just how it is. Everyone knows you, and he's who you chose, so that's that. That's that. Oh, you couldn't have done better, now could you? The Marin of a Vacheli town butcher. There's always meat on the table, and you'll always be able to pay bills. What's better than that? What's better than that? You guys doing okay? Yeah. Can we give it up for Nick Broster here on the guitar?
This song's called One Last Time. I was trying to write a really, really sad song, so I just went for it. I just like, so, you know, hopefully it doesn't make it too sad, but it's got a good, it's got like a positive vibe to it, so it kind of hides the sadness maybe, but I gave it away, shit.
One last time, one last fight, one last dream in our bed at night. on the ocean, gently drifting to sea. One last sip from the potion that brings you back to me. Hey! One last look in your eyes, we return to the scene of the crime. No more words to be said, no more thoughts rolling around in our head. Oh, oh, oh,
You know, when you're a musician, it's kind of like being a coal miner. If you pass 55, you're considered an old timer. We don't have a huge survival rate, as you know. By the time you're 45, you just have lots of difference. Anyway, but this song is a song about a survivor, and he was a sort of mentor of mine. I know this is something you don't know, but I do want to tell you about it, because life is full of miraculous people that you never hear about, right? Amazing people that are not in any paper. Nobody writes about them, right? And you know they're extraordinary. So I like to write songs about people I think are extraordinary, share them with you, so in a way you kind of know. So this guy was a British sound engineer and record producer, all right? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody knows, there's lots of very nice songs written about dead musicians and stuff, right? Lots of songs about artists. Can anybody name a single song about a sound engineer? Does that not seem somewhat selfish? Since the history of rock and roll would be somewhat pale without amplification, right? Rolling Stones, no sound guy. I don't see it happening. Right, so nobody can think of a single song about a sound engineer, okay, right? Here's a song about a sound engineer. There's a guy called David Young. He was a British dude. And because I'm a sound engineer too and make records, he was sort of a mentor for me. And he didn't know he was a mentor. And he's an amazing guy. He started out right in the early 70s. He did David Bowie's first ever stadium tour of the United States, 1974, Diamond Dogs. Anybody here a David Bowie fan? Come on. Yeah, so that first thing, he was the young sound engineer on that tour. And that was in fact the first stadium tour anywhere in America. They didn't exist before that. And they hadn't invented PAs, amplification systems for it. So they used to take theater PAs, which was the biggest PA anybody could think of, theater PAs, and they took them on the road with David Bowie. But the thing with theater PAs, they're not meant to move. Put them in the theater, they sit there, right? So this system was blowing up every night. So if you imagine that young engineer on the mixing board, David Bowie on stage, and what happens is the speakers actually flare. They make a big blast of light, right? That the engineer can see at the back. And you just sit there, David Bowie's playing, watching these things flash, wondering if there will be any speakers left for the encore. Right? Literally, that's what he did. And then they would just ship out more speakers for the next day. So, David Young. He was very British. So here we go, a little song about him. You all right with that? Yeah. He liked Cracker Barrel cheddar, whiskey and cocaine. He smoked them French cigarettes I think they cause you taint. He would wax philosophical over potato chips and beers after trying to make silk purses from all of my pig's ears. Tell the story of how he did sound for David Bowie, 1974 Diamond Dogs US tour. Stop me if you've heard this before. He said as the band was playing, the speakers were going up in flames. There was nothing he could do about it but ride the faders and keep praying. He liked Cracker Barrel cheddar, whiskey and cocaine. He smoked them French cigarettes. I think they cause you tame. He would wax philosophical over potato chips and beers after trying to make silk purses from all of my pig's ears. All right. He played electric guitar for John Cale. He'd tell you John is a plagiarist and a con, and there are better men in jail. He said, people think a career in music's all about making hits. Well, I got 50 years in rock and roll, and I'll tell you that's all shit. He liked Cracker Barrel cheddar, whiskey and cocaine. He smoked them French cigarettes. I think they cause you tame. He would wax philosophical over potato chips and beers after trying to make silk purses from all of my pig's ears. Well, always a time for me, even when I was wallowing in self-loathing. He'd said anybody did anything worth a damn didn't know where they were going. Said just keep a steady tempo, try not to rush. There's hours in every second if you just learn not to push. He liked Cracker Barrel cheddar, whiskey and cocaine. He smoked them French cigarettes. I think they cause you tame. He would wax philosophical over potato chips and beers after trying to make silk purses from all of my pig's ears. One more. Well, look at me now. I'm an old man just like he was. Some of these younger folks think that I know something just because I'm sat here at the mixing board. I am the engineer. It's up to me now to make silk purses from all of our pig's ears. He liked Cracker Barrel cheddar, whiskey and cocaine. He smoked them French cigarettes. I think they cause you tame. He would wax philosophical over potato chips and beers after trying to make silk purses from all of our pig's ears. Yes, he tried to make silk purses from all of my pig's ears. All right, here we go. You can look at it. It's got like one paragraph in Wikipedia. Pretty much every John Cale record that John Cale had produced, he was the engineer, and John Cale was not very good at mixing. Once he got paid, he didn't care. So, you guys, I don't know if anybody here of the generation that liked sort of 80s Manchester music? I know you are. Our record, The Happy Mondays, their first record, was a big hit here. Everybody loved it, says John Cale. I'm here to tell you, John Cale screwed it up so bad, they had to give it to David Young. And he actually makes 24 out of people. You know, gets a paragraph.
This song is about transport for whales, riding on the train and stuff. It can be a bit hectic at times. Yeah. I love Transport for Whales, but I've been screwed over so many times. And this one's also on the CD. It's called Train Still Coming. One, two,
praying to your God, as if the
song about cultural adjustments. Yeah. As I moved to Wales 5.5 years ago, and there being some cultural adjustments. I don't know actually if I've made the culture. I've identified the adjustments that I probably should make, but I don't know if I've made them yet. I'm kind of hoping that my Hunslet will just adjust around me and I won't have to change at all. That's what I'm doing. I think it's doable. Small enough town, 2,000 people, you can move that easy.
Yeah. One at a time.
One at a time.
2,000 years.
What key is this one?
Let's see.
Well, people around here, they don't tell you nothing, like they think that it's rude or weak or something. They keep it inside, hidden behind slate stone walls, lace net curtains. Slate stone walls and lace curtains. Now where I came from, when someone is hurt, they tell the whole world, they put it on a t-shirt and wear it everywhere that they go. So we all understand, cause we all know. But people around here, they don't tell you nothing, like they think that it's rude or weak or something. They keep it inside, hidden behind slate stone walls, lace net curtains. Slate stone walls and lace curtains. Gonna take it outside, set it on my front doorstep. When people walk by, let them try to ignore it. Cause life is too beautiful, wouldn't you say, to be folded up neatly and put away. But the people around here, they don't tell you nothing, like they think that it's rude or weak or something. They keep it inside, hidden behind slate stone walls, lace net curtains. Slate stone walls and lace curtains. Come on, baby, just speak your mind. It would hurt to talk sometimes. Speak every day, go on. Somebody died, a car bumper sticker tells you who, when, and why. And they carry the coffin through the center of town, cause it's everyone's business when anyone goes down. The people around here, they don't tell you nothing, like they think that it's rude or weak or something. They keep it inside, hidden behind slate stone walls, lace net curtains. Slate stone walls, lace net curtains. Slate stone walls and lace curtains. All right. We're going to do one more little song. That was very polite of you to stand at the back. You don't have to do that with us. And for God's sake, I learned to play in bars in New Orleans. You're just happy when customers didn't pee on you. Well, what are you feeling there?
I don't know, Invisible?
Yeah.
With that one.
Once again, appreciate y'all listening. I really do. playing with Nick Broster here. Let's give it a once again to
Give
Nick
him one
Broster
mic.
here. That's that thing that always I get wrong. Okay.
I think we practiced this one, right?
Yeah, we got this. We got this. What can go wrong? Heads will not roll.
Yes, that song's about invisible elephants.
All right. The raffle and mince pies. Yeah, but what are the other people going to have? They're warm. That's the secret. You got to warm these suckers up, right? Then they're good.